All right, gentlemen, with the magnetic men movement, today we're going to be talking about how to plan a date and in the way that it actually builds attraction because a lot of men like to overcomplicate shit. So, number one, pick a simple date. A lot of guys like, I'm going to go take her to a steak dinner. I'm going to go to sushi. I'm going to make it absolutely phenomenal five-star dinner. And what's going to happen? She's going to give you that nice little cute kiss on the cheek, go outside, go to the bar, go to the club, get effed up, and then go home with chat. Not with you because you wanted to be the nice guy that spent like $200-300. I'm not saying it's not wrong. You could do that, but just think about it from her perspective that if you're making such a fancy date on the first time, like it's gonna show her what kind of man you are. Oh, they're not gonna say, "Oh, he's just generous." Yeah, you're generously gonna be a cuckold. So when we're saying pick a simple date, do a place where, mocktails, a nice view, wine, a drink, and just vibe with her. Get to know her on a personal human level where you guys can actually get to know one another and vibe with each other. And that vibe doesn't need something fancy. It could literally be a beautiful park, a nice view. But that's why a lot of times she's always going to ask for a fancy dinner because a lot of you guys are desperate and you just say yes. Number two, keep the date short. I have no guys and clients fancy dates or like they start to fall in love with the girl's personality so hard that they want to spend like a 7 or 8 hour date. So think about it. She doesn't know you and you're spending all this time on a date, 7, 8 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, however long, doing all this cute stuff. You went to the dinner, then you went to an after party. You woke up, you got breakfast. Just think about it. You're already treating her like a girlfriend. How is she supposed to develop feelings if you're already offering yourself way too easy? How is she supposed to know who you are as a person if you're just showing that you have no backbone and you're willing to take her on this Disney fairy tale of a magical joyride? Let it build up. Create the movie. Create the scene. Okay, number three, lead. One of the most important things I've asked my friends and I told them, like, what is the most common problem you guys have when it comes to being on the date? And they will tell me that she's always asking questions like, what are we doing? Where are we going? And if you're not able to answer that question, how do you expect her to trust your leadership as a man if you don't know where you're going and what you're doing? It's going to just come off as suspicious. Right. And as I was saying, it's going to come off as suspicious. And what I mean by suspicious, because if you're a man, you should know how to lead and she should be comfortable for whatever date you are planning or whatever venue you are trying to do, because you are in charge of her protection and her safety as a man. So if you can't do those simple things and you can't decide as a man, which is the most important leadership, decision making, and protection, as well as showing that don't worry on this date, I got you. We're going to have a good time. This is why, she's going to ask you all these questions. Where are we going? What are we doing? And you need to be calm and grounded and let her know, hey, I got this plan. And the most attractive thing a man can do is set up the date. Hey, I got a plan. Dinner for two, coffee for two. I got you for your birthday. We're going to go here. We're going to go there. Sending audio messages or just setting it up. And I've asked my clients that after I coached them and told them that be the one to call, be the one to set up the date, be the one to send the audio message. And I would say, ask her on the date, what did she think? And she would literally, when they would ask on the day what she would think, they would respond with like, oh, that was very attractive how you was able to set it up. You just, you did your thing and had to make the plans because they want to feel comfortable. It's not their job to make the plans. It's your job. And last but not least, number four, vibe on the date, my man. Don't try to create another cool wannabe James Bond persona or something like you try to do. Just feel yourself on the date, enjoy, learn how to have fun, learn how to just take your time and enjoy the energy that you two are sharing within the moment. It could be the most simplistic thing, and I've seen it with clients. You could sit on a park bench, you could be getting ice cream, it could be coffee at Starbucks, but If you are showing her a good time and she's feeling the energy of your vibe and you're comfortable, guess what? She's going to mimic your energy as well. If you're attracted and she's feeling the attraction, she's going to give you the attraction back. If you're stimulating the emotion, she's going to open up and give you femininity back. But if you're weird, if you're over trying, if you're trying to kill the vibe, saying too much, speaking too much, or being weird, that is going to kill the vibe. So take your time with it and let the emotions grow naturally. All right, guys. So if you like today's wisdom with the magnetic man movement, check us out on our website. Feel free to give us a consultation call so we can help develop your energy. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Salute.